Thank you for staying tuned for 6 o'clock Roman Daily News. Today we're going to talk about the empire splitting, Roman aqueducts, a volcano explosion, and gladiator battles. First, the empire split by Diocletian. At the beginning, it was a wonderful idea, considering Rome's vast, non-stop growing empire. The reason why Diocletian did this was because of the empire growing. People started doing whatever they wanted because Rome could not control the entire crime population. With the empire split, there was more control over Rome. I think that we all can agree that an emperor finally did something about this issue. Although we are at war, the Romans dream was to have the biggest empire there ever was. But I guess 6.5 kilometers of vast land, which is too much to handle. The empire split was probably the best choice ever. Wait, what's this? I just received news that the western side of Rome fell to the ground. This is shocking news for everybody. The western side of Rome was brought down by the German general Odoacer. They officially won against the western side. This really has been a tragedy. What is the female gender going to do? Let's go to John.
Ever since the western side fell, the status of women has been harsh business for the slaves. Only a few female slaves did the worst things of all. Some women did the gladiator battles. Women that were low on money were lamp makers and were midwives. Some female slaves were farm workers. The people that were there for the status of women were 60% of the women. Some women were happy and weren't happy for the status of women. The status of women started in 14 BC. This happened on the same day, 17 BC. Most of the women were happy for the changes. The location of where this happened was in ancient Rome at the secular games. The secular games were a pagan celebration. This included sacrifices and theatrical performances. These celebrations were held in Rome for 3 days. These celebrations were the end of the Sanctum and the beginning of the next one. Now to Rafael Hossein on Mount Vesuvius.
Thank you, John, for that report. Right now in Pompeii, Mount Vesuvius has had a serious eruption. The whole city of Pompeii was destroyed, and the people were having a normal day until there was a loud explosion, and not one villager survived. Everyone is covered, and if you saw it, it looks like everyone has been fossilized. Mount Vesuvius has been claimed as a complex stratovolcano, and scientists have said that there was a tear in the plate, which caused heat to go through the mantle layer and building up pressure, causing the volcano to explode. This way, the volcano was most violent and explosive. It was worse than any normal explosion from a volcano. It erupted in AD 79, and in the past, Mount Vesuvius has had a roughly 20-year eruption cycle. Right now, Mount Vesuvius is one of the most dangerous volcanoes in the world due to the large population it destroyed, and it is very sad that so many people unknowingly died. Thank you. Now to the countryside with Brandon and Roman aqueducts.
Well, thank you, Rafa, for the breaking news. All my prayers go out to the families and victims that have passed today. Right now, I am outside these new structures that are being built called Roman aqueducts. Aqueducts are big structures to bring consistent flow of water from distant sources into cities and towns, supplying public baths, fountains, and private households. Now, because of this improvement, many people of Rome are relieved of this achievement. The Romans built these aqueducts for a reason. The reason was to move water from rivers, lakes, and oceans to the towns and cities of Rome. This aqueduct, as you see right behind me, was built 2 days ago, and its name is the Aqua Appia. The Aqua Appia is the first aqueduct to be built in Rome. The people you see working behind me are Roman slaves and other Romans, the people themselves, wanting their city to be great. Reporters say that these aqueducts are still continuing to be built. Lately, I have been hearing about these gladiator battles. Reporting from the Colosseum in Rome, Italy, is Lily.
Right now, I'm in Rome, standing in the Colosseum, and 3 pairs of gladiator fighters are fighting to their death. These bloody battles are a form of entertainment to the emperor and the people of Rome. Occasionally, women would volunteer. These games are a sacrifice to the gods. The people who usually are in these battles are mostly criminals, slaves, or prisoners. The emperor holds these battles to keep the poor unemployed and entertained. This way they will not be distracted to revolt. He would have these battles around 10 to 12 times a year. One person named Junius Brutus fought to his death in 246 BCF. The rules to the battle are simple. The gladiator circles around each other. Their objective is to trap the opponent rather than to kill him or her quickly. The people that battle must take an oath. The oath is, I will endure to be buried, to bound, to be beaten, and to be killed by the sword. Thank you for staying in tune with the Roman Daily News and have a good night.